Hello everyone, myself Kavita Ahire. Today we're going to see the topic thermal power plant. So what exactly thermal power plant is? The thermal power plant, as name itself suggests, the thermal energy it will get produced. The main component or main equipment of this thermal power plant is steam turbine, where steam turbine is used to produce the mechanical energy. Then that mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy in the generator. The fuels which are used in thermal power plants are like coal, diesel, oil or gas. These substances are used as a fuel in case of the thermal power plant. Now we'll see how exactly the energy conversion process is happened in case of the thermal power plant. So the fuel, as I already told, the coal, then gas, oil are used as a fuel, and this steady fuel consists of the chemical energy. That fuel is given to the boiler, and the chemical energy of this fuel it will get converted into the thermal energy, where in the boiler the combustion of this fuel is happened. Combustion means the burning of the fuel in presence of air, it will be happened in the boiler. So the chemical energy in fuel is converted into the thermal energy by combustion in the boiler. Then that thermal energy, that is in boiler, if the fuel is burned, the steam will get produced. Then that steam is consist of thermal energy. Then that steam is given to the turbine, where the turbine will start rotating, and if turbine start rotating, then the mechanical energy is produced. Thus the thermal energy from the heat is converted into the mechanical energy in the turbine. Then the mechanical energy of the turbine, as the turbine is connected through the same shaft to the turbine to the generator, the generator will accept that mechanical energy and it will convert that mechanical energy into the electrical energy. So in this way the conversion of the energy is happened in case of the thermal power plant, where the chemical energy of the fuel is converted into the thermal energy by the combustion of boiler. Combustion of the fuel in the boiler, then steam will get produced. So steam will consist of the thermal energy. Then that thermal energy is converted into the mechanical energy in the turbine. Then that mechanical energy is given to the electrical generator, where generator will convert that mechanical energy into the electrical energy. So thus the energy conversion is happened in case of the thermal power plant. Now this is the component showing diagram of the thermal power plant, where the main components of the thermal power plants are present, like boiler, the turbine is also the main component, then generator is also main component. So this is how the diagram of the energy conversion process. Then this is the schematic diagram of the thermal power plant, where it consists of number of equipments and the arrows showing the flow of the conversion process or working process of this thermal power plant. So it consists of the boiler, then coal handling system, ash handling system, air preheater, economizer, then superheater, then this condenser, then this turbine, then this generator. So this total schematic diagram, it will get break into 4 parts and will understood how the working of this thermal power plant will happen. So the schematic arrangement of the thermal power plant, it can be understood by dividing the total schematic diagram into 4 circuits. So the thermal power plant is divided into first fuel and ash handling system, where fuel is coal. Then second one is air and flue gas circuit. Then third one is feed water and steam circuit. The next one is cooling water circuit. So we'll see one by one how each circuit will work in case of the thermal power plant. So this is how the fuel and ash handling circuit is there. It consists of coal storage and the coal handling plant, then boiler, then ash handling and ash storage plant. Okay, so first what happened? The coal, large amount of coal, it will be burned to produce the energy from the coal. If we take the 400 megawatt capacity plant, it will require 5,000 to 6,000 tons of coal is burned per day. And while burning this coal, the ash is produced. If that ash is disposed at height 6.5 meter, so thus this height required 10 hectares of area. So this indicates how large amount of coal is burned and how large amount of ash is produced in this process. So what happened first? Coal is stored at coal storage plant. Then the coal is taken from that coal storage, it given to the coal handling plant, where that coal is converted into small pieces or crushed into small pieces or in powder form. So that coal is called as pulverized coal. Then that coal is given to the boiler, where the combustion of this coal, it will get happen, that is burning of this coal is happen in presence of air. Then steam will get produced. While burning this coal, the ash is produced, which is transferred towards the ash handling plant. And finally, the ash will get disposed. So ash disposal, it requires the ash is disposed into waste land to reserve the disposal of ash. Then it also disposes to the building contractors. Building contractors may be use this ash to utilize to fill the low-lying area, that is the basement of the area. Then also this ash is used to dam or to fill the deep ponds. So how this is how the ash is disposed. Next one is air and flue gas circuit. While burning of the coal in the boiler, it will produce some flue gases. That flue gases is transferred towards the superheater, where the superheater will convert the dry steam to the wet steam, and it will taken out these flue gases. That flue gases will get heated and it will given to the economizer, where it is used to heat the feed water which is coming out from the feed water circuit. So you can see here this economizer, this flue gases is given to the economizer, where the flue gases are used, that is the heat of the flue gases are used to heat this feed water, which is again given to the boiler. Then this flue gases is given to the air preheater. Then in this air preheater, the flue gases are heat. The heat will be taken out from these flue gases, and that heat is used again to burning of the coal in the boiler, and some of the flue gases, which is wastage gases, that will be thrown out through the chimney. So this is how the air and flue gas circuit is work. The next one is feed water and steam circuit. As we have seen, so the heat which is coming from the boiler to the superheater, that heat is wet heat. When that heat is superheated, or that steam is superheated in the superheater, so the wet heat is converted into the dry heat and it is given out to the turbine, where the turbine will rotate due to that steam, and the mechanical energy of this turbine is given to the generator, and generator will convert that mechanical energy into the electrical energy. So in this process, where the turbine, the steam will used in the turbine, some steam which is exhaust steam, you can say. This exhaust steam is given to the condenser, where that steam is get condensed using the cooling system. Then that condensed steam, it will again transfers towards the superheater. It will again transfers towards the high pressure heated. Then that steam in condenser, the steam is converted into the water, and that water is recirculated in the system again, and that water is called as feed water. So the water is coming out from the condenser, it is condenses, this water is fed into this feed pump, feed boiler pump, then through the high pressure, and then again it is given to the boiler. So you can see here from the high pressure, it will again, this feed water is again given to the economizer to the boiler. So this is how the feed water circuit is work. Then the cooling water circuit, where the condenser, the steam which is coming out from the turbine, that is exhaust steam which is coming out from the turbine, it will given to the condenser, where that hot steam is converted into the water through this cooling system. The condenser is connected to the cooling tower, where this cooling tower is taking the water from the constant source of the water, like river and sea, you can say. It will taking out the water from this, then this hot steam, hot water, it will given into the cooling tower, where cooling tower will convert that hot water to the cool water, and that cool water is again given to the condenser, and again it is given to the condenser to the feed water circuit, where that condensed water is again used or recirculated through the same circuit. So this is how the cooling water circuit is work. So in this way, the thermal power plant is work in these four circuits, you can say: fuel and ash handling circuit, feed water circuit, cooling water circuit. So in this way, this thermal power plant is work. So I hope you learn about this. So thank you everyone. Happy learning.